Hello, my friends. Hello. I'm looking at my hair right now, and I just got out of the shower and everything, and I'm like, did I brush my hair? I don't know if I did, because look, I don't think I did. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Well, it is what it is. Fresh out of the shower. Good morning, my friends. This is a no makeup Monday. I never really say what it is. So, hello, this is No Makeup Monday. This is where we get together and chit chat. All the lifers, all the no, I don't even want to call you guys customers because you're family, right? But so if you're coming across this video and you're like, who is this and what is this? My name is Stephanie Bernard, and I own a company called Stamps of Life with my husband. And every Monday I do, since pre-COVID, have done a no makeup Monday where I obviously am wearing no makeup and I just give it to you like it is. We talk about our weekend, we talk about our week, we have prayer requests, we just chit chat and we visit. Now, if you're here and you want to see crafty stuff, because that's also usually what I do, card making, paper crafting stuff, you'll definitely want to tune into our channel for the live crafting corner every Thursday. And we have tons of videos on our website. So click subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and give me a thumbs up and a heart and all that good stuff. But this is where we just chit chat. So if you want to catch up on news at the Stamps of Life, or family news, Stephanie news, everyone news, that kind of thing, that's what this is. But if you're not interested in that, if you're like, oh, I don't care about your life, Stephanie, which I understand, you don't need, this is not really that big of a deal. It's just where we chit chat and visit. So hi, Rick, Debbie, hello. Hi, Ivy, good morning. Hi, Karen. Hi, Arlette in Oregon. Hi, Francis in Wichita, Kansas. You know I say this every time, that rhymes. Hi, Lexi in Minnesota. Hi, Dawn. Hello. Hi, Pharrell in New Mexico. Pharrell, where in New Mexico do you live? Let's see. I have a reason for asking. Hi, Kimberly in rainy Pennsylvania. Here it is misting, so it is not sunny where I live. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Linda in Brighton, Colorado. Yay. Hi, Cheryl. Hello. Hi, Barbara. Good morning, BC. Barbara, I think you should change your name to BC, just because that's what I think of you when I think of you. That's what I think of when I think of you. Hi, Chris. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Holly in Northern California. Hello, hello. Everybody's getting the announcements that we're going live. Good morning. Hi, Ann. She says it's overcast where she is. Hi, Jan in Maryland. Oh, with Addie and Liam. Addie and Liam are watching. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the card you sent me. They mean so much to me. Hi, Jane. Hi, Gina. Oh, Gina's asking for prayers. She's sick with bronchitis. No, you're not allowed to be sick with bronchitis. Ugh. Ruth Debbie says she's so excited for tomorrow night's class. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Hi, Bella. If you signed up for the class, we did send out an email today with the link to the class. So please check your emails, check your spam folder, check your promotions folder, mark it not spam, mark it not promotions, all that good stuff. Pharrell says, Stephanie, I live near Truth or Consequences, New York. Never heard of that. Oh, I have a reason for asking, so hang tight. Hi, Karen in Arizona. Hi, Trina in North Dakota. Oh, Bella's asking for prayers for her son, especially on Tuesday. So Bella's son. Karen said she got the email. Yay, I'm so glad you got that. Linda says her homework is done, ready to go, but she's going to have to catch it later because she has a meeting Tuesday night. Ugh. Well, you do what you got to do, right? Let's see. Gina says her and her hubby are both sick. Ruth Debbie says all her homework's done. Yay. Hi, Barbara Smith. Hello. Hi, Damari. She says she's late. Well, you know what? You haven't missed anything yet. Oh, Susan says she's been married 41 years today. Yay. Congratulations, Susan. Debbie says she's here from Aliso Viejo, California. I used to live in Laguna Niguel. I know exactly where you are. Yeah, I love Aliso Viejo. Actually, Kenny used to work at that UPS that's up there. Want to know a funny story? Who am I talking to again? Debbie, you want to know a funny story? Kenny started working at the UPS in Aliso Viejo before it was called Aliso Viejo. It was called Laguna Hills before Aliso Viejo was born. And I remember driving my car. I must have been like 19, driving up the hill that would eventually be called Glenwood, driving up that big, I think it's still Glenwood, driving up that big hill, and it was dirt because we wanted to see where the UPS building would be eventually. So yeah. Hi, Carrie in Pennsylvania. Hi, Jane in Michigan. Ruth Debbie says today's Johnny Depp's birthday. She's going to celebrate. That's funny. Oh, Jane is in sunny Michigan. Carrie's in Pennsylvania. Susan says she can't wait for tomorrow's class. Me either. I'm excited. Hi, Marianne in New York. Well, let's talk about Stephanie's interesting weekend. So, hi, Kathy in Ohio. I need chapstick. So, I did not get to see the boys this weekend. I did not get to see my granddaughter this weekend. Instead, Reagan's on lunch walking on the treadmill. Good for you. I should be walking on a treadmill while I do this. I wish I was. So Ken and Stephanie, this was a planned trip. Oh, did I just freeze? Oh, did I freeze? Oh my gosh, why do I look frozen? Am I frozen? On my screen, I'm frozen. Am I frozen? I'm on live. I'm on internet. Like I'm on real internet. Why does it look like I froze? Did I freeze you guys? Can you still hear me? Oh my gosh, what in the world? What? Can you hear me? Say, yes, I can hear you. Yes, you froze. What? Picture is frozen, but you can hear me. What in the heck? Okay, hang on. Let me try to do something. Hang on. Let me click on. Let's see. Is this going to work? Stage. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Let's see if we go to a different screen. No. Oh my gosh, you guys, what is honestly happening? Why? This has never happened before. I'm trying to add myself to the stage. Hang on, let me see if I can add. Let's try. Extra camera. Let's try. No, let's try. I don't know what to do. Hang on. Let me see. Stop microphone camera. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, trying this again. Oh, I think I'm back. What the heck? Okay, tell me if you can see me. That is so nuts. Okay, so tell me if you can still see me. I mean, if you can see me now. Can you see me now? Can you hear me now? And by the way, you guys did not brush the hair. I'm pretty sure I did not brush the hair. Marianne said, yay. I don't know what happened. I don't even think I touched anything. Oh my goodness. Okay. And you guys, please notice I did not brush my hair and it's very dirty. But Ruth Debbie, I've been using the shampoo you gave me and the conditioner and the brush. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Really quick, I have to tell you, Gail gave me this sweatshirt. I'm wearing it. She got it at the Loft, but luckily she got it on sale because the Loft is expensive. But look how cute it is. So Gail, thank you. I love you. I think you're teaching school right now. Hi, Judy. On Facebook, click F5 or something. Try to refresh it. Yes, it is very low light. Oh, Ruth Debbie, you're sweet. It is very low light because it's very dark in California right now. It is very, very overcast. Kenny actually bought me a ring light to put behind my screen. So next week it will be better. Okay. Let me tell you. Friday, planned situation. This was planned. Don't think it was spur of the moment. It was planned. Kenny and Stephanie got on, I don't know, it's pink Annette. Ruth Debbie, tell her what kind of shampoo it is. Please. Ken and Stephanie got on an airplane on Friday morning. And we landed in Arizona, and then we got on another airplane. And we flew to Albuquerque, New Mexico on Friday morning. We got there about Friday late afternoon. And we went to Olive Garden for dinner, of course, because my husband loves me. And we went to dinner with his mom, with Kenny's mom. And there was a family not situation. I don't want to say situation. A family, I don't want to say event. A family thing we needed to attend on Saturday. So we met up with this is all Ken sided family, obviously. We met his mom for dinner. And then Barbara says she can't imagine wearing a sweatshirt because it's 80 degrees. It is probably 60 degrees where I am. I haven't been outside. I'm too cold. So Reagan says she's 3 hours north of Albuquerque. So Ruth Debbie said, wow. Yeah, Ruth Debbie has an idea of the situation. Kathy says Albuquerque is beautiful. Olive Garden in Albuquerque. Yes, because we have never been there before. And so we went to dinner and did not have a refrigerator in our hotel room. So I could not take my leftovers home, which was very disappointing. We went to, Pharrell says Kenny's family lives in Albuquerque. His mom does. His mom does. Yeah, his mom does. And got to meet some people that actually traveled to the event that from Kenny's past, that as soon as he walked in, it was so cute because she ran up to him with her arms wide open. She's like, Kenny! And I'm like, because no one calls him Kenny, you guys. You guys know I call him Kenny. And his grandma used to call him Kenny, and his aunts call him Kenny. But no one is allowed to call him Kenny. Now, I know some of you guys do, but it's kind of cute when you guys do, so it's not a big deal. But, like, he doesn't like Kenny. But this person was somebody he hasn't seen in forever. 30 years. But it was so cute because she recognized him. Like, no, she hasn't seen. Okay, Kenny and I have been married 35 years, and so maybe he hasn't seen her like in 33 years or something. I think Kenny said he thinks I'd met her one time. So that was good. And we had this, oh, thank you, Cheryl. Teresa says she's from Buckeye, Arizona. So we went to this thing, and then we had like a little get together after, and it was very lovely. Got to see people that we, don't really ever see or anything. So it was a very lovely situation. Ken also let me go to Hobby Lobby and buy some stuff. I bought some fabric. I'm trying to make the baby a dress, the baby girl, my baby granddaughter a dress. So got to do that. Then after the event was over, we went to the hotel and Kenny took a nap because my husband loves naps. And yeah, Gina has an idea. And then after Kenny's nap, we went to Texas Roadhouse for dinner. My second favorite restaurant in the whole world. We don't have one in California by us. There's one by Faylene, but Faylene lives like an hour from me. And let me just tell you, it was delicious. It was delicious. So Ken wasn't as hungry as I was because I can always eat. I'm a Sanchez. I can always eat. My family's very good eaters. And I got, so Kenny and I shared. And so Ken's like, Bruce Debbie says, are you glad you went? Yes, very glad. It was a very good visit. It was very good. It was very good. So Kenny and I shared a dinner. And then we got potato skins. You guys, their potato skins are so good. And I took two we didn't finish them. And we didn't have a refrigerator in our room. And I took them home to the hotel thinking maybe I'd want a midnight snack. And I was too full and I had to leave them there. I almost brought them home thinking they could probably survive the trip home, but that's kind of gross. Hi, Ellen. Hello. Where does Charleston's rank then? Reagan said. I don't know the more of the question. I need more question. Oh, does Charleston's rank then? I don't know that. Love Texas Roadhouse. Yes, love Texas Roadhouse. Oh, Chris says she's probably going to go there Thursday for her 30-year anniversary. Yay! Shelly said, so happy for you. Thank you. Yes, it was a very good trip. Very, very good. I mean, it was a trip. So we came home Sunday morning, missed church, but I can watch it online. But we came home Sunday morning. Well, then we flew to Las Vegas to come home, and then we flew to California. Marianne says, always tell the hotel you need a fridge in your room for medication. They will give you one for free. I think that's awesome. Don't you love Charleston's too for their brownie? I don't know Charleston's, Reagan. Am I confused? I don't know for their brownie. I don't know. I don't remember. Reagan, I probably do, but I don't remember. Give me more info. Give me more. Cheryl says she loves the Roadhouse chicken salad. Oh. Did we go anywhere else in New Mexico? We landed in Albuquerque. We went to Las Cruces. Is that the one that's closer to Albuquerque? There's another city that's further from Albuquerque. Was it Las Lunas? Maybe it was Las Lunas. Which one's closer? I don't know. Las Cruces or Las Lunas, whichever one is closer to Albuquerque, that's where we went. I don't know. Kenny drove. I don't know. Although I don't know if he was supposed to be driving because I made the reservation for the rental car and it didn't ask me if there was another driver. So Kenny drove. We didn't get in an accident or anything. So hopefully he's allowed to do that. I don't. Las Lunas. Thank you for help. Thank you, love. Las Lunas. That's where we went. That's where we went. And the area is famous for hot air balloons. We met a woman that has a company that does hot air balloons. Now, what do you think the chances are Stephanie would ever go in a hot air balloon, like a real one, where they told us you're allowed to land anywhere as long as it's not a green field where people are growing something. You're like, oh, BJ's, love BJ's. BJ's, oh, yes, the Pizookie, Reagan. Yes, the Pizookie. Yeah, that's probably number like 3 or 4. But yes, love the Pizookie. But it's like a brownie, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. Because it depends on if it's a cookie or a brownie. Sometimes I get the brownie. Now I'm remembering. See, I can't even remember. So you're allowed to land your hot air balloon anywhere in New Mexico as long as it's not a green field, right? Now, what do you think the chances are that Stephanie would go on a hot air balloon? Because I can tell you. So I'm just wondering, hi, Gloria. Oh gosh, this is like, oh no, what do you think the chances are? I will tell you. The chances are 0. You could say, Stephanie, I will give you $1 million for you to go up in that hot air balloon. And I'd say, no, thank you. You could offer me 10 million. I wouldn't do it. I will not do it for any amount of money in the world. Cheryl said 0 chance. Yeah, 0 chance. 10 million. If somebody came up to me and said, I'll give you 10 million to go up in that hot air balloon, I'd say no. Just thinking about it's making my palms sweat. No way, Jose. Never, 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 never. Because especially after she started telling us stories. Now, she's never lost anyone's life. It sounds like it's very, very safe. One time she said she was training somebody and they were supposed to dip into the Rio Grande. Oh, I saw that, the Rio Grande River. So they were supposed to dip and splash and then go back up. But the guy she was training didn't, and something happened and the basket like turned sideways and water started going into their basket. They're all alive still, but yeah, no, never. Never. Anne says, I bet it's beautiful and peaceful. I bet it is. And never going to do it. Just so you guys, my palms are sweating thinking about it. Yeah. Arlette says, I see them every day here on the way to work in the summer. Yes. And you know what, you guys? The weather was nice. The highest it got was 95. The event we went to after was in the shade outside. The shade, every time we left the hotel, we were in the shade. And I said, Ken, the shade here is so lovely. Because in California, if you're in the shade, you're cold. No matter what. If you're in the shade, you're cold. There's just like, I will go to the beach and it'll be a hot, hot day. You put up the umbrella because you can't be in too much sun, right? You put up the umbrella. I put my jacket on. The shade was glorious. I must have said it at least 15 times. The shade is so nice. I'm dark, but I did it. Oh, that's okay, Joanne. It's okay, love. Julia, she said, Julia here getting to see you live working. But she was born and raised in Albuquerque. Oh, wow. Lizette said she went to one in Dubai. Could see the desert and camels from above. It was beautiful. Wow. Wow. Teresa said, excited. Just got my club set and Saturday got my bundle. Yay. Love this set. Can you make a card using the 5x7 background? Eventually, Teresa, I can, but people can't buy it yet outside of the bundle. And so I have to wait till people can buy it. No update on the customs issue. I know I'm going to have to bite the bullet and reorder that entire order, but you guys have no idea how big it was. And it's going to kill us to have to reorder that. So I'm just kind of putting it off. Lexi says, I lived in Albuquerque in 1990. The International Balloon Festival is beautiful, but I wouldn't go up in one probably either. The climate in Albuquerque is perfect. It was lovely, lovely. And it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. So it's not like humidity or anything. It's very nice. It was very nice. Deborah says it's beautiful to do leaf peeping. Is that where you touch the leaves? I think it is. Paula says we had a beautiful ride in South Dakota over the Black Hills. Everything was great until a crash landing into the power lines. Paula, reason number one why Stephanie doesn't want to go in a hot air balloon. That's scary. Jeannie says a hot air balloon is on her bucket list. Oh, she said, I want to go with Maria, who used to have It's Cheaper Than Therapy at the expo. Gina, we talked about her. I couldn't remember her name right off the top of the bat, because the lady that used to do the expos at Cheaper Than Therapy at the expos, Maria, I can't remember her last name, but she also has a company that does hot air balloons. And I couldn't remember because I wanted to tell this lady that I knew that lady, but I couldn't. Arlette says, I'm really looking forward to when the Happy Summer folder gets out of customs. Hopefully it'll still be summer. Oh, no, you look at all the beautiful trees in the fall. Oh, pretty. Oh, that would be pretty. Marianne says, made Father's Day cards with the toolbox folded in stamps. Awesome set. Yay, another winner. Thank you. I have both hot air balloon foldeds. I use them all the time. Pharrell, that is the closest I'll ever get to a hot air balloon, making a card that is a hot air balloon. So it's always funny when you're meeting people, right? At this event, we met some people that like knew of us, but they didn't know us. And so they're like, oh, so Ken, what do you do for a living? Common question, normal question in a small talk situation environment, right? And I looked at Ken and I said, yeah, Ken, what do you do for a living? Because he and I always laugh when people ask us that. Because think about it. How do you explain what? Now, you guys all know because you're lifers. You know what we do for a living. But how do you explain to someone that has never crafted in their lives? She said she doesn't do any crafting. So she doesn't do any crafting. And she was like 8 years older than me, but she does not do any crafting. And I said, Ken's like, well, he says, we own a crafting company. That means nothing to anyone. And he said, and we make products so people can make handmade cards to give them out. And she said, oh, that's great. I would love to order 600 cards from you for my clients. And I said, oh, that's not how it works. I said, no. I don't make cards like that. I make products for people to make the cards. And she was very disappointed. So I could have had an order for 600 cards. Which, yeah, no. But Rick Debbie says, general manager, technical operator of an independent craft company. There you go. Jane says, do you have to reorder the whole order? Can you just order partial of it? Jane, that's what I need to talk to the factory about the products that are in customs. I'm going to see if they'll just let me do a small reorder in hopes that they do show up. Let's see. Upstairs hobby room. Oh, you guys are talking about the toolbox. Yay. Judy said she'd take summer products anytime. Thank you. Karen says we could all make cards for her. Hi, Jeffrey. Yeah. So you guys, when you meet new people, you need to tell them, even if you really haven't even sold cards, you need to tell them, I make handmade cards. And then they can say, oh, can I buy some? And you can say, yeah, here's my phone number. So yeah, you guys all need to start selling your handmade cards. Somebody ordered a personalized stamp the other day, and I went to it was an Etsy store address, and they make, she makes mini albums. And I'm like, yes, you guys, you got to do this. Ellen says, Stephanie says, never say never. Scientists might come out with a drug which would smooth out all your anxiety about heights. Ellen, the problem is I think I'm taking enough drugs already for my real anxiety. They'd have to like put me in a coma. I just don't think I could do it. Seriously, my palms, they just keep sweating. But you're right. I should never say never. I should never say never. Shelly says, I like to take supplies and etc. and machine when we go camping in our camper. I love that. I love that. I know this was the first trip I think I've ever taken that I did not take my laptop. Because it was really only like Friday. And so Ken had his. Yes, Karen, yes, you can use for our Forever Black ink pad with alcohol markers. Yes, good question. Very good question. Our Forever Black ink pad is good with alcohol markers. So yeah, that is like, it was a very good weekend. Yeah. And yeah, but it was really hard to explain. And then at that point, when I said we make products for people to make handmade cards, boom, went right over her head, and we changed the subject because didn't understand that. She just didn't, and she's a very intelligent lady. I'm not saying she wasn't, but she just didn't understand what I was talking about. So, yeah, it was a very good weekend. Got home yesterday, but let me just tell you, it was in a very, I want to say it nicely, but it was very draining weekend. It was very, not physically, but emotionally. And it was very just exhausting. So we got home, and Kenny and I like got food from a restaurant, and we brought it home. We didn't even bother eating it right away. We were just like too tired. So then we went outside on the little patio and just kind of sat there. Finally ate, and my mom called me like at 4:00. She's like, "Whoa, I can't believe you're awake." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm just like beat." So I pretty much went to bed and just like Netflixed, not even Netflix. I think I watched Hulu. I watched Modern Family just because I wanted to zone out. And I just kind of zoned out for like 4 hours, and I finally fell asleep. Kenny went to sleep. I think Ken went to sleep at 5 and never woke up. He woke up to go potty, but that was it. So he slept from 5 to 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. He slept 8 hours. That's like a miracle. So yeah, it was exhausting, but it was good. It was good. Dolores says you have to carry some cards everywhere you go just for show. I know. We, not in her wheelhouse, Jane. That was the exact perfect way to say it. Yeah. You got to carry cards. I've actually done that before when we've had to meet someone to do something like else in our life. And they say like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, okay, well here, like, this is what we do. And then they like I'll give them a flip it, and they'll open it and they'll go, what? And I'm like, okay, forget it. It's just, especially a guy, there's 98% of the guys out there don't get it at all. I know a couple, Russ, Jeffrey, there's a couple guys, there's Uncle Ken in my life that knows what I'm talking, like what I do. I mean, obviously my brother, my dad, and Colin all get it, but you know what I mean. Life in Pieces on Hulu. No, I'm writing it down right now. Hulu, Life in Pieces. I know. I feel like I need some new shows to watch because, Pamela says our 11-year-old granddaughter sent me a picture of a beautiful flip card she made for a friend's birthday. I think I got her hooked on card making. Pamela, that is awesome. I love it. Yes, we definitely need to get our youngsters into card making. Sadly, I'm so afraid that snail mail is going to be a lost art. I know like writing letters, people don't really do that, but we need to keep handmade cards alive for generations. Joanne says, well, we put together a shed and took all day. Luckily we had our nephew to help because he had done this 2 times before. Took it apart and put it back together. Can't believe all the numbers and letter and parts. Oh gosh, yeah. Is it going to be like a she shed for you? Dolores says our husbands know what you do. Okay, I take that back. You are right, Dolores. So I'm going to say 75% of the guys out there don't know what we do. But you're right. All your husbands and significant others definitely know, right? Ooh, Linda's grandson got 2 kittens. Linda, it is so fun to have 2 kittens because they play together. It is so fun. Farrell says she has a granddaughter interested now. Yay. Linda, you'll have to tell us what the names are, what he names them. Barbara says her cousin writes her letters on rice paper. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Kittens, how fun. I know, right? Marianne said her daughter is pregnant with her second, 12 weeks. Yay, 12 weeks. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I love it. I love hearing that. Anne says, I took my 21-year-old to the Nashville Craft Repeat a week and a half ago. She loved it and will go back with me again next year. Yay, she made an amazing card. That's awesome. Reagan says, anytime I get a delivery, my husband says, you got a Stamps of Life delivery. I love it. I love it. George knows. Yes, Ellen. George definitely knows, Stephanie. Yes. Dawn says, my pastor's 2 girls told their mom that they like my cards. Now I send them cards once a month. Oh, how sweet. Dolores has 15 feral cats in her yard. Wow. Oh, Linda says an orange one named Dodgers and a black and white one named Sully. Oh, how cute. Oh, Ken is going to love hearing the name Dodgers. Reagan says I'm the only company he knows. You're so sweet. Shelly says her friend's got a kitty. They named him Ralph. Oh, that's funny. Mine says Stephanie wrote to you. Oh, Dolores. When Dolores gets a package, her husband says Stephanie wrote to you. I love that. I love that so much. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So my parents and my grandkids and my daughter are coming over today. So happy. Haven't seen the boys or Lila since Wednesday. Killing me. So I will see them today, which I'm looking forward to. What else? Tomorrow night is our class. So if you signed up for the class, I cannot believe this, you guys, but I think we have a handful of classes left. I'm really stunned because I thought this one would sell faster, but we do have a few left. Let me check really quick. Oh, hang on. Let me refresh. So if you want to get in on the class, you still can. You wouldn't have your products by tomorrow night's class, but you could still watch live if you join today. If you buy it today, let me see. I've refreshed it. So there's 25 left for the class, 25 left. Shelly's having surgery in July. Oh yeah. Write that down, Shelly. Keep us updated, Shelly, when it gets closer. Okay. Whoa, Joanne's daughter in Georgia just had her 6th child. Now she has 9 grandchildren. Too bad you're in California. I know, you're too far away. Reagan says, will you come out with other animals or some people to go on the scooter? Probably, at least not right away. It's not in the brain yet, but there is a possibility. So Ellen says, whoa, Stephanie, nearly a week with no grands. I know, it's scandalous. I know. My heart is like hurting. But I had to check in for our cruise that is coming up. As you guys all know, Stephanie gets seasick and has not been on a cruise for 32 years. I got seasick on a big cruise ship. But my brother is taking my parents and a whole bunch. No, he's not. Okay, he's actually paying for my parents, which really annoys me because then I look like a loser. But he's paying for my parents to go on this cruise. And he is going with a whole group of all these families that they're friends with. All these people are going. And I'm like, so I heard about this and I asked my sister-in-law, Marcella, whom I madly adore. And I said, Marcella, when are you guys going on the cruise? And she looked at me, she laughed. She goes, why, you want to go? And I said, no, I can't ever go on a cruise. And then she told me, and Ken and I started talking about it. And Ken's like, you know what? I think we should go. I think we should go because, mom and dad might need extra help, or, Brandon might be too busy with his friends sometimes, and mom and dad might need someone, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. Life is getting too short. We need to do these things. So, Sherry got sick on a Disney cruise. Shelly is a breast cancer survivor of 10 years. Woohoo! So, I'm just gonna go. I've already ordered. We do have a sand and a sand stamp, Teresa. Search sand. Pharrell says, could you please pray for my husband? He has ALS. Oh, honey. Hang on. Let me write this down. Oh, honey. So I'm going on the cruise. I've already purchased from Amazon. I haven't gotten it yet. I've already purchased from Amazon Dramamine pills, the motion sickness bands that are supposed to go on your things, and the patches that are supposed, sorry, I said that loud, patches that are supposed to go behind my ear. Now, I think I'm just going to start with all three. I think I'm just going to go in big time and do all three at the same time, because I'm already getting seasick just thinking about it. Yeah, it's going to be bad. So, they'll eat ginger. Okay, Ivy. Whoa, I haven't heard that one yet. Eat ginger. Okay, eat ginger. Damari says you will be fine. Just make sure you do it the day before. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ellen says they say every day you should eat a bug, and the rest of the day will be awesome in comparison. Ick. Be sure it's non-drowsy. It is non-drowsy. Annette says start taking motion sickness medicine 2 days. Okay. Your sister's a captain. Oh my goodness. Drink lots of liquid. Okay, Stephanie Z, that is totally fine. But the problem is it's Diet Pepsi. Make sure to keep food in your stomach. Oh, Kimberly, that is not going to be a problem. I listened to a pastor on a podcast, and I listened to Pastor's Perspective. It's a really cool show. It's on K-Wave, I think. But you can just search Pastor's Perspective podcast. But it's a whole bunch of pastors. Sometimes our pastor does it. So, but you can call in with your questions. And what am I talking about? I know who I'm talking about, but I forgot what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm so... sorry. Okay, so one of the pastors had just gotten back from a cruise. And on the cruise, he gained 15 pounds. That is my biggest fear. Because when you say food to Stephanie, and then you say free food to Stephanie, I have no control. Like you guys know, I cannot have food. I cannot have sweets in the house, or I will eat them. Like right now, there are no sweets in the house, and I'm fine. But yesterday there was cookie dough, and guess who took care of that last night? Because I couldn't have it in the house, so I had to eat it. So free and food in the same sentence is not a good thing for me. Oh my goodness. Annette says make sure you take crackers. Okay, I will. Try Bonine for motion sickness. Bonine. I got to write that down. Bonine. Bonine. I don't even know what that is. Kimberly says that is why they have food to eat all the time on a cruise. Oh. Wendy says get the medical insurance so if you get sick, it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Oh. Lori says drink lots of water as the caffeine and diet sodas deplete water from your body. Okay. Corinna! Oh my gosh, you're still on this earth? Where have you been? Thought of you the other day. Okay, so you guys, but seriously, I'm thinking, yes, I need to like drink water. But first of all, I don't like to drink water. Second of all, isn't it kind of gross to drink the water on a cruise ship? Like I know they mix water with the Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi when I'll drink it because on the fountain, but like the tanks on the cruise ship, you guys, my brother told me I had to watch videos of this ship on YouTube so I can get an idea about the layout of the ship. And no one is allowed to tell Liam and Miller that there are 2 water slides on this trip. They will be devastated. They are not going with us. Because Liam especially loves to watch water slide videos. Bottled only. Okay. Bottled only. Bonine is like Dramamine. Okay. Bonine won't make you sleepy. Okay. Karina says her family's going on a cruise in August. You guys, Teresa says Bonine is better. Bottled water. How much bottled water am I allowed to take on the cruise? Because they said I can take 12 cans of Diet Coke. So you know I'm taking 12 cans of Diet Coke, right? Bonine is better. I just bought Dramamine. Okay, I'll get it. Okay, Karina says her best friend gets motion sickness patches from her doctor. Can I drink ginger ale? I could. If you get sickness, don't go to the top deck because that's where the motion is felt most. Okay. Damari says she got a balcony in her room and it was in the middle of the ship and that was good. Okay. Oh, Anne says she was sick and she did the crackers. Okay. Marianne says get a prescription for Zofran. Hang on, I'm writing that down too. You guys, I will take all the tips. And crackers. I need to have crackers. I like soda crackers and stuff. Get the prescription patch, Corinna says. Nope, go to the lowest level. Yes, Ellen says, so you'll take 12 and Ken will take 12. Yes, that is true. We will take 12 cans each of Diet Coke. Yes. Have your doctor give you a prescription for the patches. Okay. Prescription patches. Okay. Ugh. Ginger ale and soda crackers really help. Marcy says, ask your family to bring Diet Coke with them too. Okay, Marcy, here's the problem. My family's just as addicted as I am. Ken would let me have his 12 because he's just that kind of guy. But my parents would be like, oh, heck no, you're not getting ours. We're drinking it. And my brother's just he's just as addicted as I am. And if Marcella brings it, then she's going to have to give it to Brandon because they're married. So yeah. Read my part about, okay, hang on. I'm writing it down. MECLIZINE over the counter. Okay. Hi, Ida in Norway. Oh my goodness. And I just saw the time. I need to go. Okay. So Corinna, yeah, they said they're limited. And I did read the contract today. You know how they always say sign here and it's 12-page contract. I skimmed it, but I did look to see what I was allowed to bring. And it said you're allowed to take on Carnival, this cruise, 12 ounce cans of whatever you want per person. So Kenny can take it and I can take it. So if you're just watching this, you guys, and you have no idea who in the heck I am, my name is Stephanie Bernard, and along with my husband, we own a company called The Stamps of Life. Every Monday, I do a No Makeup Monday where we just chit-chat. Nothing exciting, just kind of fun. It's a bunch of lifers getting together, hanging out. If you are looking for a craft video, though, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and I think it's there. I don't know where you're supposed to do that. But you can subscribe and click the bell. And we do live every Thursday a crafting video where I actually make something. So just a heads up. Okay, my friends, I need to get out of here. I need to actually go do my job. I got to go design all those products. But my friends, thank you. Oh, Kimberly says the medical staff is also really helpful. That's good. Thank you. Have you guys watched that movie Odyssey about the cruise ship? It's like the Love Boat met ER, and they had a baby, and it's called the show The Odyssey. I'll be honest, not very good. It's very corny, but I watch it anyway. Why? Because we have a friend that works in the crew on, not the boat crew, because they're not on a real boat. But even though it looks like they are. He is part of the filming crew. And so to support this guy, because he's an amazing human, I watched the show. But they have an amazing medical team on that boat, is what I'm trying to say. But if you just need something silly to watch, it's a good show just because it's like pretty silly. But it's like the Love Boat Kind of, not really, but whatever. Okay, you guys, I gotta get out of here. My friends, I love you so much. I will see you Thursday. No, some of you I will see tomorrow night for the class. We did send out the class links. There are 25 classes left if you want to go grab one. You won't be able to have the products in time, but you will at least be able to watch live and get in on all the contests. You do not have to watch live to be in the contest. Everyone that purchased it will get it in the contest. Chris says it's an adult version of the Love Boat. That is so true. That is so true. Okay, yes, actually, because one of the storylines like freaked me out a little bit because I was like, wait, what? So yeah, there is something on there that you're going to go, oh, yeah, that's what I did. So my friends, I got to get out of here. I love you so much. Have a great day. Some of you I'll see tomorrow night. The rest of you I will hopefully see Thursday night for another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where I get together live with all of you at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. Have a great week. I love you all. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.